Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Living in Jersey. My name is Steve Strickland. I am the owner of Strickland Realty. Today we are going to go over one of my absolute favorite towns in all of New Jersey, Metuchen. So stay tuned because we're going to go over everything you need to know about living in Metuchen. All right, guys, let's take a look at the map here of Metuchen, New Jersey. You see it here outlined in red. Now, it's a very small town, and it is surrounded by Edison. So Edison, if you follow my cursor, literally encircles Metuchen. It is kind of the donut hole of the donut, right? Metuchen is fantastic. It's right in the middle of Middlesex County, which really is kind of the middle of all of New Jersey. Central Jersey, and you have access to everything, obviously, because you're in the middle. So 287 is a very, very well used highway here to get almost everywhere that you need to go in New Jersey. You have the New Jersey Turnpike right here. You're going to have Route 27, which is a smaller main road. I wouldn't really call it a highway. It's right underneath a highway, basically, and Route 1 is another big highway here. So you're gonna have access within 4 or 5 minutes to get to Route 1, which will get you almost anywhere you need to go, Route 287, which will get you everywhere else you need to go, and then the New Jersey Turnpike, which will really get you everything that you need travel-wise, okay? 4 or 5 minutes away from any major highway, which really cuts down the travel time. So that's a good thing. Along these roads, especially Route 1, you have tons of food and shopping options. You have the Menlo Park Mall here. You're going to have the Woodbridge Mall right across the street from Menlo Park Mall. Right here, Best Buy, right? So all your major shopping areas are there. All your food areas on Route 1, you're never going to run out of options. Jose Tejas, Buffalo Wild Wings, KFC. I mean, there's everything that you can possibly need, again, under 10 minutes away from Metuchen because it is so centrally located. But let's take a look inside Metuchen. They have recently upgraded their downtown area. Well, they kind of have two downtown areas, which is pretty cool. So let's start with not the main downtown area, but they added a ton of food places here, right over here. So they just built this up recently. It was always nice, but they've made it really, really nice here. You got a nice brunch spot, got a nice Latin bistro over here. You got La Rosa's Pizza, which I used to go to probably once or twice a week. Metuchen Diner, Whole Foods Market. This is the section that they just built up. It was nice, but now they've made it very, very modern, very nice. And you got some more barbecue, sushi areas right in here. There's actually a Rolex store right in here, which you don't see very often, but that's pretty cool. All right, so you have that. Then if you go into Main Street right here, this is, I guess, technically more of the real downtown. It's really just this small section here, but it's such a cool place to go to. They have plenty of stores, and it's just an awesome atmosphere. Cafe Paris, which we're going to talk about in a second here. Thai food, cafe. They have Greek food here. It's one of the best places to go for a large variety of food. Mexican, there's the Greek place. Cajun, more sushi, nice cafe here. You got the Irish pub. Again, whether you go 5 minutes out onto Route 1 or whether you stay here downtown in Metuchen, you're going to have every single type of food that you could possibly want. It's just really, really, really nice. The other big draw that Metuchen has is the train station is right here. So this train station will get you basically everywhere you need to go, all the way out to Newark if you're going obviously towards New York, right? So train station, public transportation is great. Metuchen has really everything that you want. It's one of my favorite towns. And then you have some parks over here for your outside activities. Really, really awesome place. let's take a few minutes and kind of walk this downtown area here on Main Street, Metuchen, just so you can see for yourself in person what we're dealing with and how awesome it is. Hey guys, welcome to downtown Metuchen. One of the best things about Central Jersey is the diversity of food that you're able to get. And when we're talking about one of the benefits of downtown Metuchen, I mean, just look at Main Street right here. We have, behind the bus, there's a Greek restaurant. Let's wait for that bus to move. But right down here, we have a nice Irish pub. Going forward, we have Thai food. Whenever this bus moves, we have a nice Mexican restaurant right there. And behind the bus is a Greek restaurant, something that you don't see very often. So, I mean, pizza restaurant down there, everything that you could want is literally right here on one street in Metuchen, which is one of the drawing factors. Over here you have a nice coffee house, and I'm gonna take you guys to one of my favorite places here in Metuchen. It's actually a French cafe, something you don't see very often, and they have the best crepes anywhere, maybe besides France, but anywhere here in New Jersey. Pretty fantastic. So I'm going to introduce you to Cafe Paris in a second, and you know, continue to show you the awesomeness of Metuchen. Yup, there it is, Cafe Paris, Main Street, Metuchen. Great. I can't explain the crepes enough to you guys. I'm going to show you right now what we're talking about. Strawberry, Nutella, banana with coffee. Oh my God, come on. You ready? There it is. Oh, baby. Main Street Metuchen, guys. So obviously, I'm a huge fan of Cafe Paris. You guys should be too now that you've seen those crepes, because let me tell you, they are the best around. If there is someplace in Metuchen that you guys love to go, please do us all a favor, leave it in the comments below. That way people who are moving into the area have a good idea of the good spots in the neighborhood. Thanks. All right, so because Metuchen is such a small town, you're not going to have a ton of schools, but the schools that you do have are very, very highly rated. So you are going to be looking at Edgar Middle School for grades 5 through 8, 10 out of 10. Metuchen High School, 7 out of 10. And Campbell Elementary School, 7 out of 10. You cannot beat these school ratings. 7 out of 10 get you all the way through high school. So just really, really, really nice. Let's take a look at this one. Test scores, college readiness, and equity. Equity basically means low income and underserved students, they don't do so well. Now, one of the reasons that they don't do so well in these areas is because Metuchen really is a more of an expensive town, and they don't really have that many low income underserved students. So they wouldn't have programs like cities would, where they have more low income and underserved students, and therefore they get typically a higher rate, right? So just keep that in mind when you're taking a look at this. So let's go here and take a look at some of the nearby houses here. All right. So Metuchen is, in a way, like Westfield, in the sense that a lot of the homes are older. They're not quite as old. You're not really finding 1800s houses, but it's a lot more of an older type of feel to it, and it's typically on the more expensive side. I'll show you which ones are Metuchen, right? Because Menlo Park Terrace doesn't count. Edison obviously doesn't count, right? So you're looking at a Cape Cod here, right, for about $500,000. This is a condo townhouse for $540,000. Okay, so you can see for a condo townhouse, that's a high price. This is typically more of what you're going to see, this style house, again for $714,000. And then obviously they have some new builds here, which is going to be in the millions. You have a large section of Metuchen with this style house in the 600 range, And, as you can see here, most of what we're looking at, unless it's a very small house, is going to be 600 for the smaller houses and 700 and above for the larger houses. And that's kind of the price range that we're looking at here in Metuchen. All right, and another one of the reasons why I love Metuchen so much is because the crime rate is just as good as can be, right? It's this is all Woodbridge, Edison. This is not what we're looking at in Metuchen. Again, Metuchen is very small. Metuchen is just this section that's going to be right there. So you are looking at all types of green, light green, super dark green, and that's even including those two Main Street and that other semi-downtown type of area where you would expect more shoplifting and stuff like that. And we've seen in other towns where just those sections of those towns have, orange ratings because of the shoplifting specifically. You don't even see that in Metuchen. So it is just wonderfully fantastic. Crime rating is as high as can possibly be. And that's a big reason people love to live in Metuchen. All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up and should give you enough information to know whether you think living in Metuchen is good for you or whether you're looking somewhere else. And if you guys are looking to move within the next month or within the next year and would like me to help you with your move, please feel free to reach out, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, and I'd be happy to help you with your move. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. That way you'll be kept up to date on all the new videos that we post here on the channel. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video.